wrap it, which we're about to reveal. But you know what I was thinking? This is gonna be like the ultimate test right here. Both of these together racing. And also there's a blue, which that's what I'm leaning more.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the original Goon Squad garage, and today we're gonna continue working on our 67 Chevrolet Camaro SS. And as you guys seen in the previous video, we finally pulled out the engine out of the donor car, the 2018 Camaro ZL1, where we're only gonna use the engine and not the transmission because we're going with a brand new built transmission that's gonna be super epic, gonna be way better than that one over there. I think it's an 8-speed or 10-speed. We wanna go with something a little bit more suitable for this muscle car. And then also we put together a little list right here on the trunk lid that we need to accomplish first here, and then we're gonna work our way around there. And the first thing that we wanna start with is actually shipping off our wiring harness. That's why we pulled out the engine with the access, all that. So we're gonna box it up and ship it to Current Performance, where they're gonna custom make us a wiring harness specific for a 67 Camaro, and also it'll start that engine up. So I can't wait to get to that. Then after that, we're gonna work on some body work. So we wanna finish up the quarter panel. We already started the quarter panel, but there is another little weird dip in it, so we gotta do a little bit more Bondo there. Then we're gonna try to get that sucker primed in. Then from here, we're gonna move on to here. This is another major piece, and we're gonna probably do a sharp point like that. What do you think?
Dude, like sharpen both ends, mate, and make it more aerodynamic,
That'd
dude.
be pretty sick, but we're definitely gonna do something nice and clean, just like that side over there. Gonna be a good bit of work, but we'll knock that out. And then after that, there's a few other little bits and pieces around the car, and basically we wanna knock out any body work that around the whole entire car. That way we can wet sand the whole entire thing.
Yeah, so
dude.
once we start wet sanding, then we can move on to the paint process.
Ooh, the painting process, which we're actually gonna probably pick out a color today. Look at that, dude. We got that written down, and what we're gonna do is go look at some colors, and then we're gonna probably drop an Instagram poll and let you guys choose, man.
Dude, that's gonna be epic, man. So we got a few colors in mind, and I mean, we don't know. Once we go to the color store, you never know. Any color can change your mind, dude.
It can get wild in there, so we're gonna just save that for a little bit later. Then after we pick out some paint, I think what we're gonna do is get some paint for the interior. And as for the interior, we just gotta paint that side right there, and we're gonna go with the high gloss black since most of it's already high gloss black, and black interior will look good even with any color on the outside.
Yeah, so definitely gonna keep it all black.
We're gonna stick with that right there, and then after that, we're basically gonna paint the car. But I don't know if that'll be in this video. We still got a good bit on our hands here. But I say we go ahead, get started with that wiring harness, and then we'll just go from there. Alrighty guys, so there you have it. We finally got this engine completely stripped of all of its wires, packaged it up into a box along with our brand new wiring harness as well, just in case they might need something there. They're just gonna completely custom make that into a standalone unit. And the crazy thing is, that's just gonna start this engine up. As for the transmission, it's gonna have its brains of its own, dude.
Yeah, so that's just for the engine, but you know what? Our new transmission is gonna have its own little wiring harness, and I believe you can even just connect it to a 12-volt battery, and that's it. It'll just run the transmission, dude.
That is so crazy, but we do actually want to get some sort of controller for it. That way we can tune that transmission. That way it runs properly.
Yeah.
We want that thing to switch, you know, fast. You know
we want it to switch to this engine because you never know. I mean, you can have it switching however, but you want it to switch perfectly, dude.
Exactly. But as far as this engine goes, there is a few broken components from the accident. This evap canister, we'll have to order that right there. And also there's like a motor mount bracket that actually sits connected to the engine. We'll order that. Then there's one more thing, which is like that transmission cooler, and that'll be pretty much for this engine. As for the transmission, we're still working on ordering one that can handle up to 1,200 horsepower right there. I don't know if we're gonna go up that high, but we wanna make sure that transmission
can handle anything, dude.
Anything that we throw at it, because we're just sitting here brainstorming, and honestly, this may be way beyond our expertise, but we're just envisioning things. So we got a supercharger right here. Imagine a side of turbos, dude.
Dude, you never know, dude. I want a supercharger with a side of turbos, dude.
Dude, imagine that, dude. dude, that's insane. This right here, if we just like port the supercharger, cam it out, that'll be plenty of horsepower.
Plenty, dude.
But imagine having power all the way across the whole entire spectrum, from low RPMs to high RPMs.
Yeah, because the supercharger like has instant power, and then the turbos will probably kick in later on in the higher RPMs. And dude, if you had a setup like that, which I did try to do some research, and I couldn't find anything or anybody that has done that in like pictures. Maybe there's somebody out there, but who knows? That's just what we do. We're just thinking,
We're just thinking. I mean, we're building basically our own car to our own liking, so might as well get crazy with it. But who knows if we're actually going to do that? I think it's called twin charging. Let us know if that's actually possible. We're going to do a little bit more research on that.
Maybe we should first wait until we get this thing running inside that car, dude.
You can always throw on turbos later if it comes down to it. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this. What we're going to move on to next is actually go ahead and check off one of the items off our list there. Hop in there, try to knock out that quarter panel, and move on to the next thing. Man, that thing's slick, dude.
Look at that, dude. You absolutely sculpted that sucker down right there into OEM finish, man.
Dude, I had to like shave that thing down as smooth as possible, but it did take forever just on this one piece. I mean, it's already dark time, and dude, I can hear the bugs getting louder and louder by the minute, dude.
Dude, the bugs are practically screaming right now. But dude, I'll tell you what, you wet sand that right there, dude, throw some paint on it, dude, it'll look like nothing ever even happened.
Never been changed before ever, and it's OEM right here, dude.
That's what I'm talking about. But we were actually looking a little bit closer at this quarter panel, and it might come down to actually us priming the whole entire thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is a brand new panel, but as you can tell, you see all those little pinholes or fish eyes going on in this factory like primer or whatever. That will come through the paint. So if we sand it down and that does not come out, we're gonna have to throw primer on everything. We may even have to check all the new panels, because that can be like something that they had, like, or something went wrong at the factory or something like that.
It happens all the time. Yeah. And you know what? Our paint has got to be super slick, because any type of like problems in the paint is going to cause resistance, cause our car to go slower, and we don't want none of that.
Dude, whatever you said right there, I don't even know what it was, but that's very true. We got to make it slick as possible. We'll probably buff this thing out to like, I mean, we'll probably use a 4000 before we buff it, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, we're going to treat this car like NASCAR, dude. Even like all the little, what do you call these little nipples on the tires right there, dude?
We got to trim them up, man.
We got to clip them, man.
They'll slow everything down, dude.
But anyways, we're just fooling around right there. What we really want to focus on now is the rest of this quarter panel, this rear end now.
Yeah, we just want to finish this thing off our checklist right there. And I mean, this rear end is going to be a good bit of body work, but I think it might be easier than that, since all we're doing is just like a little section, and there's a curve right here. So you'll just go along with the curve and try to just match that side. It's kind of flat, so we'll just go with what we can do and try to smooth it out.
That over there was tough, because like we had to apply multiple layers of Bondo because that dip was just super weird.
Yeah, it was really weird. I would apply a layer, sand it down, kept reapplying, kept sanding, so that's why it took so long. But here, dude, I think it's gonna be a lot faster. So we'll just apply probably 2 to 3 layers, and I think I can make it super slick.
You need to weld a little bit, right?
Yeah, we'll weld like a little bit right here. There was like a little cutout in the old quarter panel, so I don't know what that's from. We'll just weld that sucker right up and just sand all this down and just hopefully get this quarter panel done.
But that's definitely gonna be something that we're probably gonna do tomorrow in the morning, because it's already late, and you've been sanding for hours, dude.
Hours, dude. I'm not forearms and stuff. I think I'm getting a workout just doing this, dude.
That's insane. But I guess we'll just probably be out here bright and early in the morning and
knock out this quarter panel.
basically complete now, dude.
Oh my goodness, a couple hours later, but you know what? It is looking better than ever, and that's the last of our major body work.
Yeah, so that's the 2 major pieces right there, so we had to take our time. I mean, those took a couple of days to do, but we got that knocked out. The rest will be simple. I mean, you just got little stuff like this all around the car that we'll just run through and make everything smooth and get it ready for that basically paint prepping process, dude.
Wet sanding the whole entire thing, which should we go ahead and talk about the 4 colors of paints that we already found?
We already just found a few paint colors that we may end up doing, but let's just go ahead and pick out I mean, just look at the first one. This is a red right here. This is a very beautiful color right here. There's tons of reds out there, so it just depends on what we find. And also there's a blue, which that's what I'm leaning more towards, a blue color. I think that would be epic, like a dark midnight blue or something like that. And also you got the black, which looks absolutely amazing. Can't go wrong with that. And also we just threw in a green just in case. I mean, it don't have to be lime green. It can be any other green. We're just gonna have to hit up the paint store to figure something out.
Definitely.
Dude.
So those are the 4 colors that we're gonna throw on the Instagram poll.
Yep.
We're gonna let you guys decide, man. I think it's gonna any of those colors right there is gonna be super epic, man.
Definitely. I mean, there's tons of other colors. You never know. We could even throw in something else. It could be a surprise.
Yeah,
dude.
but those are the 4 like main colors that we're gonna go for right there. 4 main
colors, definitely, dude.
But as of right now, it is the next day, and as soon as we got done filming yesterday, who did we talk to?
Dude, we talked to Faster Proms. Jeremy over there, dude, if you guys don't know, he does some epic builds, and he's really good with these LT4 engines or any like LS engine. And we talked to him about possibly giving this car more power. So he gave us a lot of pointers, and we're probably gonna be making around 700 something horsepower because believe it or not, this car is lighter than that Camaro over there, which is surprisingly, but you know what? 700 will be plenty for this car.
You know what he said? He said this is probably going to be our fastest car yet right here, dude.
That is crazy, dude.
And he, of course, he gave us a whole entire list of things that we need to go ahead and probably order. So, and also he mentioned something about that transmission.
Yeah, he said that transmission, we possibly should just stick to that thing because that's an automatic 10-speed transmission known for that Camaro, the Z01. It's like a track-focused, amazing transmission. So we're just gonna end up just running that transmission. We're gonna have to build like some custom brackets up underneath, probably cut up that one for that 4L's 80E, just make it work. And dude, and we can possibly even do paddle shifters in this car. Like a little bit of new age with old age, dude.
That would be absolutely insane. So I think we are just gonna stick with that because that transmission is known for like being track focused. So that'll be an absolute dream in this car.
100%.
Right,
we definitely talked about cam. Can't forget that's the most important thing is have a cam in this thing, have this thing chopped, and possibly even do E85 and all types of other good stuff. So we got something in the works. Probably here real soon we'll have something epic going on.
We're definitely trying to set something up here really soon, but in the meantime, I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, also if we're doing cams, we're definitely gonna have to do head studs, and a bunch of other things. We're probably gonna port the blower, so
dude,
that's just a little bit of what we're getting into right there.
Definitely, it's gonna be absolutely wild. So guys, this is just gonna be, I mean, I'm super excited, not just to finish this car up, but to do even more stuff to the engine, dude.
That is right, but we're gonna probably set this 67 Camaro aside right now, and I think we're gonna bring in another muscle car,
Another muscle car. Since we're working on muscle car, and since we're talking around 700 something horsepower, let's bring out our Dodge Challenger Hellcat, because as you guys know, we are trying to wide body that thing. We already have the whole kit, and on top of that, we got our epic wheels that we revealed, and we may even possibly throw those suckers on. That way it motivates us to throw on that wide body kit, and maybe even reveal the wrap color.
Oh my goodness, there's some epic stuff going on, so another muscle car wouldn't hurt. But as of right now, I think it's gonna need a little bit of love back there. We gotta actually start it up, we gotta wash it up.
Probably needs a new battery or something like that. So I mean, we're gonna go ahead and park this thing aside. I mean, we are waiting on a ton of parts, so we may throw in a few things here and there. So let's just go ahead and pull that sucker out and see what it's about.
Alrighty guys, so we are finally back from the tire shop. Instead of giving this sucker a wash because one of our pressure washer hoses actually busted and Pops was repairing that sucker, and in the meantime we ran with our brand new wheel and tire setup to the tire shop and we actually got that sucker completely put together. Look at that, man.
Dude, these things just look absolutely meaty, man. This is exactly what this Hellcat needed, man.
Dude, these things are thick, man. These are 315s and originally they come with what, like 275s?
275s right here. If you look up under here, man, these things are just tiny compared to this wide car right here.
275s,
Dude, that is nothing. That's why they actually started wide bodying the Hellcats, because they needed more grip, and these are the wide body wheels that come with the Hellcats, right?
Exactly. Well, they got two different styles. There's one with a little bit more spokes, and then there's this one, and I really like how this looks. It looks super sick.
Looks amazing, man.
Can't wait to slap it on there. But like you were saying, these tires right here are super skinny from the factory, and this thing just absolutely skates whether it's dry or wet. Dude, you're breaking loose.
Don't matter what tires you throw on there. Probably some drag tires is the only way you'll get some traction, but with these things being wide and with these Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 4S tires, man, you cannot go wrong, dude.
These are probably the best tires on the market right now, dude. We have them on the Supra, we have them on the Trackhawk, and dude, it just absolutely sticks to the ground, whether it's raining or if it's dry, whether it's hot or cold, dude. I'm telling you,
the best tire all the way around, dude.
Definitely. But as for this thing, you know what? It's been sitting, it's filthy. You know what? We got to really clean this sucker up, but we are going to wrap it, so we don't really have to do any paint correction, which since it's been sitting like under like a tree over there, dude, I think it would need some paint correction.
Maybe we'll do like a clay bar on it just to make sure nothing is underneath the wrap, and there's probably a few things that we got to fix, little dingers here and there.
Yeah, definitely. And also, as for this rear glass right here, we did order a new one today, so that should be in within a couple of days. We got our brand new like a string laser method, whatever you call it.
That little like windshield removal tool, man.
The Sawzall tool.
Dude, that thing is epic, dude.
Either one of those will work. We'll slap that in there. But as right now, I say we go ahead, fire up the pressure washer, get this sucker nice and clean, and then we'll probably throw in these wheels, and then we'll reveal our wrap.
That's a brand new car right there, dude.
Look how much like meteor this car looks now, dude.
And also it cleaned up real nice when we washed it, and with those wheels on it, just absolutely changed it up.
Changed the whole look. I mean, those wheels right there looked good for a certain amount of times, but you know what? Once the Dodge actually came out with the wide body wheels, dude, they kind of went old quick, you know?
Yeah, they went out of style right there. This is so much cleaner looking, and honestly, you could run them without a wide body kit. What do you think?
If you guys want to, if there's guys out there that have a regular Challenger, dude, you can run wide body wheels without it like being overly excessive, sticking out. I mean, it does stick out a little bit more than stock. Stock wheel will line up here. This one sticks out about 1.5 inches, which the wide body kit is about 1 inch or something.
Yeah, that right there will probably definitely, those sticky tires will put a bunch of rock chips all over your paint job.
For sure, dude. So you definitely want to do a wide body because all this right here is open. It'll just chip up your whole entire paint right there. And also, same thing for the back. It just sticks out a little bit, but you can run it like if you really wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. But I love how the original body kit is not too wide. It's just so perfect. You know what I mean?
Perfect fitment, man. I can't wait to throw it on here. It's just going to look absolutely, it's going to look like a wide body Hellcat after
dude,
that,
I cannot wait for that. But also, I was looking at this Camaro over here, and then I was looking at the Challenger over here. And I feel like Challenger copied Camaro, dude.
Back in the, when these cars came out, I think the Challengers even, they all kind of looked the same. All the muscle cars kind of almost resembled each other. But you know what? Dude, look at this. Rectangle tail light right here, and look at the spoiler, man. It's almost like the one over here, dude.
Exactly, but I can see why they did that, because they wanted
to make it look like an original classic muscle car.
I mean, this new one almost looks like the old Challengers when they first came out. So that's why we kind of mainly got a 2-door Challenger, because I think it kind of resembles the old school stuff right there.
I absolutely love this Challenger right here. But you know what? It's about to look even sicker once we do the wide body kit and also wrap it, dude.
Wrap it, which we're about to reveal. But you know what I was thinking? This is going to be like the ultimate test right here. Both of these together racing. I mean, I think honestly this one might take this. But who knows? The Hellcat engine is insane, dude.
Hey, that sucker is like a cruise ship right there, like a boat. I'm telling you, them things are heavy right here. This is going to be lightweight, so that's going to be a good test.
That thing floats, though.
It does.
Floats.
But anyways, I say we go ahead, show you guys the wrap right quick, maybe like put it up to the car in a few areas, and then we're going to probably do a little bit of ripping, man.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, so we're in 700 horsepower mode right here in sport mode. Man, it's been a while since I drove a Hellcat, and I mean, should I just stomp it right here?
Dude, stomp it. Let's see how it grips. Oh my, dude, them tires ain't no match for this power, dude, is it?
It still burned the tires, but you know what? It needs to be warmed up. The tires are still cold. They're brand new. Man, that glass looks like it's about to fall out back there. It's all rattling, but you know what? We're about to make this thing even better. But dude, this thing rips, dude.
Dude, it does. I couldn't even believe what I was just witnessing right there. And that was like not even full throttle, was it?
Yeah, that was not even full throttle. I just did a little blimp of the throttle just to see what it's all about. But I'm about to hit it one more time, and we're finna find out.
Alrighty guys, so we are finally back after doing a little bit of test stripping, and also we showed you guys our brand new vehicle wrap right there. That's from Custom Auto Builds. He hooked us up right there with some amazing high quality wrap, and I think that satin red is just gonna look super killer on this Hellcat right here, especially with the wide body and all. But as for the wheel and tire setup, dude, I think it looks absolutely amazing, but more importantly, it absolutely sticks to the ground somewhat. You know what I mean? That power is just deadly, dude.
You just can't put 700 horsepower to the ground, man.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe after you warm them up a little bit, but we haven't warmed them up just yet. But you know what? We're loving how it is right now. Also, the 67 Camaro build is coming right along. But you know what? That's going to be a wrap for today's video. Make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at goonzquad. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.